since our last outing with Crowman. We're back to the same field, but with a slightly different problem. The maize has now been harvested, and the pigeons have turned their attention to the freshly sown crop. The farmer's not happy, and that can only mean one thing. It's crow time.
Right, today, always like to use real pigeons. Sometimes I use siller socks or enforcer decoys, either. But today, I've got some real ones that we shot earlier on in the week, or early part of last week. So that I know the difference between the fresh ones and the old ones. I've cut all their feet off, so that when we pack up, we keep the fresh ones aside, and then I'll get another day's decoying out of these, and then these will get thrown away. We just keep using the same ones all the time, so they don't go into the food chain. What the plan for today is, I'm going to put a rotary out here, probably a rotary down here, maybe one out the other side. Gary is down below me. There's a little copse of trees here. The way the wind is today, it's coming in over my right hand shoulder, so the bulk of the pigeons are going to come along the bottom hedge and come up into the tree, and the plan is Gary will get quite a lot of shooting. If he gets more shooting than me, I'll go and beat him up and take him over in his hide and dump him up here. But we shot this field 4 weeks ago now, for the first film that we did. That was protecting the maize that hadn't been harvested next door, but today we're protecting the crop that's been sown here. They sowed that one about 10 days ago. The pigeons are on it. There's some few tame ones here, but there's quite a few wood pigeons here. Still a lot of maize here, so they're digging up the wheat as it's coming through. This one was drilled about 5 days ago. It's had heavy rain on it. There's a bit of wheat still on top, so that's the reason we're here. Right, today I've asked Nick Tate to make me some longer high poles, because I like it really high at the back. These go up to 9 foot as it goes, plenty long enough. But if you're in a bit of a hole, it always helps that they're that much longer. Yeah, so he's made these for me. So these are the ones I'll use for the back of the hide to keep it high.
On the left of the copse is Andy's hide, and over to the right is cousin Gary's. Both are blended expertly into the tree line. A rotary is positioned in front of Andy's hide while Gary opts for a flapper. In the field at their back, another whirly is deployed to catch the eye of any pigeons passing behind. The lads set out a few decoys and expect Gary to get most of the action, as the birds head for the copse, curl into the wind and drop into the pattern.
Slow. Pigeons are used to seeing a lot of pigeons here. Put a load more fresh birds out this side. They're tending to come through behind us and curl back into a big lump of beeches. Be ideal to shoot there. We'd have shot a lot of pigeons, but we're shooting back down towards the houses, down toward the bottom of the field. So the only place really we can shoot this field, like I said before, is where we are. They're getting a bit more hungry now, so there's odd ones starting to commit, which is really good. Yeah, so we just put a bit more of a pattern out here, because like I say, they're used to seeing a lot of pigeons, and we only had a few decoys that we bought. But all the time there's pigeons coming wave after wave, so. It was a nice day, a bit steady. They cleared off, but they did come back in the end. I knew they would, because they got a lot of food here, so that's why they knew it wouldn't take them long to fill their crops.
So when it picked up a bit, that was around like half 12ish,
half
wasn't
12.
it? Was that because
between
that's
half 12 and about half
feeding?
1? They come nicely. They didn't decoy, just odd ones decoyed. We tried moving the pattern. We shot a lot of fresh ones. We stuck them out the back because they tended to look more the other side of the hedge to this side. But the main place I wanted to make for was those beech trees, and like I said at the beginning, we couldn't shoot there because we'd be shooting 100 yards, 150 yards down towards the bottom, and there's some houses down there, and we just didn't want to be peppering the houses. Gary was on the bottom side, and for a change he was out of it. Usually he's right in the business, but today he was out of it.
Yeah, on the fringe.
On the fringe, yeah. But he's quite handy. He's here to give us a hand to carry everything back, and that's. But no, it's been a good day. Been a good day.
Great. And when are you going to come back and shoot this bay again? Will you leave it a while?
We'll leave it a while, weather permitting really. We left it today, they said 10, 15 mile an hour winds, and we probably had 4 mile an hour, 5 mile an hour winds. Every now and again it gusted, and just wasn't the wind. I think if we'd had the wind, strong wind from behind us, they would have come round us and we could have got in touch with them a bit more up this side. In hindsight, Gary, I wished I'd moved him up to here, and then we could have shot everything to come through this gap, but hindsight's a good thing.
Yeah.
So, but no, I was hoping for a few more, but no, we both shot well. So that's the main thing. Both enjoyed ourselves.
Yeah.